Hello there, welcome back to the Agostinho Zinga Show with your host, Agostinho Zinga, and this is episode number 855. That is 855 Ocho Cinco Cinco with your friend you wish you never had, and your lovely host, Agostinho Zinga. I hope you're doing well wherever this live stream, this podcast, this video, this audio companion may find you. How am I? All good, all things considered, I cannot complain. All good, all things considered, I can not complain. One thing that I've been surprised about, and I mentioned in the previous pod, but I have to mention it again today, has been the lack of people that I've seen in the gym in the new year. It's been absolutely mind-blowing. And I know I mentioned it in the past, it's because, you know, my theory is that I think everybody kind of like gave up on life, or gave up on, like, you know, goals and trying to put themselves through any type of misery for like long-term gain in terms of fitness because of COVID. I feel like COVID kind of made everybody realize the futility in life, and the fact that some of us, you know, basically realized in that moment that we weren't really in control of our lives. We thought we were, but we weren't really, because when the government told us to stop, you can't go anywhere, we couldn't go anywhere. So I think because of that, now that we're out of COVID, now that we're out of lockdown, people are just like, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm not going to restrict myself. That's what I think. So that's why I think maybe that's why people aren't going to the gym. But I also think I might not be right. I don't know what's going on. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, hold on. Usually every year the gym is full for the first 2 weeks at least. It's a ram jammer. You can't find a machine. You can't find a station. You can't find a free kettlebell or weight. Nothing. I go today around after work time. What time did I go? I went around. I must have gone about 6 o'clock. I think I went to the gym. After work time, it's usually ram again because people come straight after work and go work out. Like usually the most busiest times are usually anytime before 9 a.m. No, anytime before, let's say 8 a.m., 7 a.m. Like let's say 8 to be exact, right? And I went there and legitimately there was no one there, bro. There wasn't no one, but it wasn't as busy as I thought it would be. And I'm like, where is everybody? Or maybe people are going to classes, maybe people have like pelotons at home, maybe. I don't really know, but it is blowing my mind. I'm like, wow, man. Or maybe I'm just a weirdo and other people out there are weirdos who do commit to like fitness goals. And maybe the sensible thing to do, the normal thing to do, is not to kind of have those type of goals, especially not for the new year, and just kind of change your lifestyle in general. You know, maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of maybe what I'm doing is akin to like having an eating disorder, right? Where you're just like jumping on something because you feel like you have to punish yourself, when really what you have to do is change your entire life. So if your entire lifestyle changes, you don't really need to do like New Year's resolutions like I do and stuff. You just live that way, you know? Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, it's been surprising, but I've been happy about it because it means I can use all the equipment. I don't have to fight anybody. Because one thing I say all the time on this particular pod, I absolutely abhor, as somebody who talks a lot to you guys and just to myself, like even to myself I yap. Like that's how much I love yapping. I yap even to myself in my own head. I'm always flipping, yapping on social media. I'm yapping on here. I'm yapping. I've always yapping. I'm sometimes I get exhausted with myself. So the last thing I want to do when I'm in a gym is have a conversation or talk in any way, shape or form. Whether that's me saying, are you finished yet? Are you done with that? I don't want to say a word. I want to go in there with my music on, do my fucking pumps, and then go home. That's all I want to do. So I hate it when it's busy, because when it's busy, you're forced to be like, are you done yet? Because sometimes the question about are you done is less so about, it's less so about asking them if they're done. It's more so about putting pressure, because some people, they go to gyms and because nowadays, oh my God, another thing I've got to add. Now my gym has Wi-Fi. Before the Wi-Fi didn't work. Now it has legit Wi-Fi where like when you walk in, it gives like a prompt. It comes up like, hey, we got a Wi-Fi here. Do you want to join? Subscribe to the newsletter. Like it's got an actual Wi-Fi that actually works now, because it's like, I'm gonna say it's a basement gym, but it's almost like, I don't know. I guess they found it hard to get Wi-Fi coverage, but now they have legit Wi-Fi that's working. So people are on their, I feel like people are on their phones way more than before, because before the Wi-Fi didn't work, and it's also because it's really deep in, kind of, if that makes any sense. You couldn't get any good network. No, sorry, not even that. In the area that I live in, especially around the station, there's like a weird mile radius where the gym is, where you can't get any mobile signal. Then as soon as you leave that mile radius, the signal comes back again. I don't know why it is, but it's sort of like a dead zone for network. So I think everybody was struggling. So I'd see people downloading videos before at the door of the gym, and then going in and then kind of watching them. But now we have Wi-Fi, so the people that are on stations, that are on workbenches, that are on fucking machines on their phone has like exploded exponentially. It's crazy. So now you're kind of forced to be like, hey, are you done? To put pressure on he or she to get off their fucking phone and stop checking social media and do the workout. Because especially someone like me, myself, you know, we're all flipping addicted to our social medias and shit. But I try to, like, at least when I go to gym, I try to put on an album. So whatever album I'll post on my Instagram, like sharing my workouts, is usually what I play. So I'll have an album, and I'll usually start at the beginning of my workout for the warm up and just let that play all the way through. And because I've got that, you know, you've got a setting on your Apple where even after the album plays, you just play another song, like like in the algorithm, so you don't have to touch your phone again, because everybody's always on their phone. So sometimes the talking thing, you're kind of forced to do it because you just want to get the person off the machine. But I do like it when it's empty, because I can go that whole hour that I'm in the gym or plus without saying a word, and I love that because I talk too much already. The last thing I want to do is have like a conversation. Oh, bruv, you finished? Oh yeah. So, no, I don't want to have a conversation. Like, if you want something from me, someone asks me, I'll just say yeah, nod. Take it, nod, yeah, nod. I don't want to say a word. I don't need to hear my voice. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't care. Leave me alone. So I'm glad that it's empty. I'm glad that it's empty. Look at me, man. I sound like a IG baddie, innit? I sound like one of those girls that like bends over when she's doing a flipping, you know, Russian get up and like, oh my God, why is this guy looking at me? Men should be in jail. They should all die. I sound like one of those baddies, innit? I sound like one of those baddies that wants only women only gyms, that wants men that stare at their bums to be hung from bridges. That's what I sound like, bro. I don't know what's wrong with myself right now. What's going on? I'm in my baddie era. Also, talking about being in a baddie era, big up everybody on social media that was pulling me up on my New Year's resolutions. Big up you. Appreciate all of you. Because obviously the last 3 days I haven't been streaming. As I said, I was going to stream, but we're back. Okay, we're back. That's what matters. When it comes to New Year's resolutions, it's less about being on it all the time, and it's more so about it being guardrails for your life going forward. But because I'm a spiteful motherfucker, because I'm a petty motherfucker, now that I know people are watching, and now that I know people are paying attention to what I say, because before I didn't know that, right? Before I didn't know people were paying attention to what I said. I'm just out here talking into deep space. You go back to some of my old videos, you'll see some of my Tazs shows used to get like 20 views, 10 views. I was still talking the same way. 2-hour plus podcasts and stuff, like ranting and raving. Yeah, I mean, thinking I'm God's gift to fucking podcasting, right? I didn't care, and I still don't care now. I just do this for me. But now that I know that I've got an audience, and you motherfuckers don't let up on me and you pull me up on things, I'm gonna now be petty, and I'm gonna go through every single one of these resolutions until the end of the year, and I'm gonna show proof. All right, because now that I know you guys are watching, and you guys think I'm some like play guy that just says things and I don't really follow through, I'm a different kind of animal. I tell you this now, I'm a different kind of animal. You do not know. I'm a different kind of person. So because now I know you guys are watching and listening, I'm gonna follow through in every single one of these flipping resolutions. Read 4 books per month. It's gonna be done. You'll see evidence of it on my Instagram and on here. Stream every day on both channels. It's gonna be done. You'll see it documented on all my channels. 1,000 members on the Rambles show. That's what I'm aiming for. Alhamdulillah, in Jesus' name. 500 members on Tazs. That's what I'm aiming for. Alhamdulillah, in Jesus' name. Cycle 330 miles per week. You'll see if you follow me on Strava. 100 pounds by April. You'll see evidence of it on here and on my Instagram, and obviously on my Twitter. 1 hour of 2 hour plus DJ live stream per week. You'll see the evidence on Persistence Radio. Check the channel. It's on my description down here, or it'll be in the main link of my channel. You'll see it on there. And learn German and Spanish. I'll do a little video vlog, whatever, on here, practicing some of my German and Spanish I've learned throughout the year. Because now I know you mother foes are watching, and you're pulling me up on it like I'm some joker, like I'm some chancer, like I'm some liar. Nah. I'm a lot of things. One thing I'm not is a liar. One thing I'm not is a non-follow through. So now I know you mofos are watching, and you're picking at me, and you're holding me accountable for the things that I say. How dare you? I am now gonna follow through with everything that I pointed out there on that list. Okay? And I'm gonna prove all of you doubters, All of you people out there on the internet thinking I can't do this thing, oh it's too big, no it isn't, bro. It isn't. If you're really about getting it, if you're really that person, if I'm really that person who I think I am in my head, which I know I am, if I'm really that blood clot guy, you shall see. You will see. You will see. No alhamdulillah, Jesus name needed. You will see. You will see. About, oh, I guess better luck next year. I guess better luck next. Who do you think you're talking to about better luck next year? We're doing it right now. Better luck next year. I guess better luck next year. Fuck. Now I know you guys are watching. I'ma follow through. But big up the people keeping me accountable. Big up the people keeping me accountable. And big up Uche in the stream chat. Pap came home with the milk. Papa, leche. Big up leche Emmanuel as well. Big up. Papa, leche. Anyway, let's go. Or leche, whatever, however you pronounce it. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's flip and go. Big up everybody that's out there. I appreciate you. We're sticking through it. We're sticking blood clot through it. Okay. Big up everybody tuning in. Let's continue with the topics of the day. Now, one thing I want to go through, big up the Shade Bar for always keeping me informed, entertained. I appreciate you people so much. If this particular post here, starring this young lady that I wanted to comment on, let's hear what she has to say first. Actually, I'll read the caption so you can see what it says. It says, residents, what do you think of this? This woman is going viral for her decision to ghost her boyfriend of nearly a year on New Year's. After failing on hard times, she asked her now ex if she could stay with him, which he refused despite being in a good financial position. So let me play this video for you with sound so you can hear what this guy had to say, and I'm going to give you my opinion on the other side.
So I ghosted my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and I have not spoken to him since. Before I get into this, I just want to say that me and my boyfriend, we have been together for a year. Well, almost a year, 11 months. A year on February 2nd, we will have been together. Okay? My boyfriend is also 34. Grown man. He also is a homeowner, has a pretty good job, and also has a business that he's starting. So let's start there, right? So recently, obviously, like you all know, I have become unemployed, and I have not been able to find a job. I've been literally struggling, and I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna keep it together for this. I'm not gonna get stressed out. I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. It's something so crazy about having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day and then the next day having nothing. But that's what's going on right now. And so I am vulnerable with my man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna need to like stay with you for a little while I get myself together. Like, I can't find anything. Can you please help me? And he said no. He said no. He said, no, you cannot live with me. Mind you, living with him is free. Doesn't cost him anything. He said no. I can't live with him. At first he goes, oh, I like that we have our own places to retreat to when we get into our arguments. And wrong answer. Oh, it's hard, but basically he told me that you never really do have anybody to depend on, and you come alone in this world, and you are your own person, and you should be your number one priority because nobody else is going to be dependable, which I translated to, he is not someone I can depend on. Why would I ever marry someone that I can't depend on? I'm a dependable person. I've had friends that I've let stay with me, that I've given a place to stay for free, that I've been able to like say, hey, you can lean on me. So I go.
Okay. I'm gonna be a bit toxic here. I'm gonna be a bit toxic here. I'm gonna be a bit toxic here. So please warn. Fair warning here. Toxic trigger warning. My initial reaction to this, my initial non-rational, non-reasonable, non-sensible reaction to this particular video and what she has to say is this. She's too ugly to say this. She's too ugly to have these sort of standards. She's too ugly to be this level of entitlement. She's too ugly to be this needy. She's too ugly to be this hand-holdy. Like, she's just too ugly for this. That's my initial reaction. My initial reaction, initially, when it jumped, like the fresh and fit in me, the Myron in me, you know, the Andrew Tate in me, yeah, the Where's Whatever He's Guy in me says that she's too clapped to have these type of opinions and to be expecting this from men. My initial reaction, I can't lie. But when I calmed down a bit and I thought about it logically, I thought to myself, you know what? It's for the best. It's for the best that it's for the best that she happened to be on some, no, it's for the best that she came into some financial struggles that put in a position where she had to ask people for help, and she found out very quickly who she could depend on and who she couldn't. Because I always say, people always say, you find out who your real friends are when you're going through trouble, when you're going through issues, right? So the fact that she went through a hard time and she needed a place to stay, and her boyfriend wouldn't let her stay in his house for a bit while she got herself together, is probably proof that they shouldn't be together anymore. And also the fact that he said, oh, I like how we are apart, and when I can, you know, we all have our own homes, so we can retreat to. That's a bit weird, because usually you'd imagine most people when they're together, when they're dating or when they're in a relationship, you're probably not looking forward to, but a phase, a part of that relationship evolving and progressing is you deciding whether or not you're going to like share your lives together. So that means moving in together. That's kind of a logical step. You date, you get into a relationship, you become exclusive, and then there's going to come a point in time where you'll be like, you know what? Do I see myself with this person for the medium to long term? Cool, let's live together. You know what I mean? And then we can kind of see how that progresses. So the fact that they didn't even get to that position because they both thought it was better that they stayed apart, lived apart, because they get into arguments, which is also not good. 1 year in and you're already in arguments that lead you to like have to retreat to your house. That's not a good thing. But this is also like, I'd be so embarrassed if this girl's my daughter. I'd be so embarrassed like if this girl's my daughter, because I don't understand how, like, especially some women on social media, how they find it so easy to be so demanding and asking of things. Like, how are you like so quick to ask people for money, for help, for assistance? Like, it's just wild. Like, no ability to like knuckle down, go get a part-time job, do Uber Eats or something, whatever, just to kind of get the money to kind of get you back on your feet. Everything is straight up ask. It's either you're requesting something or they run straight to OnlyFans. There's no medium ground. There's no like, oh, sensible thing. Okay, let me go work at a coffee shop. Let me go quickly get this little bar job. Let me go quickly run this quick scam. Nah, the immediate response that these girls seem to have on social media is to immediately run to asking somebody for something. Putting up a GoFundMe, asking people for money online, asking strangers, asking boyfriends. Like, what the flip is this? Like, this lack of being self-sufficient, this lack of being resourceful, this lack of being able to kind of like pull your sleeves up and, you know, whatever, is really sad, man. It's really flipping sad for the model woman to be so quick to run for self-assistance that way. Some would say you should be able to run to your boyfriend for that sort of stuff. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be like, if I was her, maybe I would feel a little bit put off that my boyfriend didn't want to help me. Like, because I think there's a girl in the comments that said something like, oh, there's a girl in the comments here that says you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who's not willing to let you, who's willing to let you be without shelter. That's a good point. But it's also like, why are you getting yourself until that position? I don't know. I'm just a personal accountability type of person. Why did it get to a point where you were without shelter? Like, how did it get that bad? How? And if we really analyze it and we get brutal and we get honest, I'm sure you were to blame for something that happened there. Missing a bill, you know, preferring to buy something before spending a bill, sorry, spend that money on a bill, maybe not looking over your contract properly. I don't know, whatever happened. Something occurred that probably resulted in her not being able to pay her rent, and I bet it was her fault. So now that you fucked up, now you want everyone else to help you and fix the problem. No. You got to fix your own issues, because the difference here is that most likely, anyway, she's also unlucky. Most likely in other situations, a man would have stepped in and helped her, right? Especially if there was a promise of a beat at the end. Let's be serious, right? Let's be real. If there was a promise of a smash at the end of it, or the rainbow, a guy's going to step in and help her, which is something guys can't do. But I don't even think the hottest guy, could the hottest guy do that? I think even the hottest guy in the world, if the hottest guy in the world was to contact a woman that they were dating and saying, "Hey, I'm falling under hard times, I need to stay with you," I think that would give a lot of women the ick. I think that would be a big red flag for that relationship to end. If one of the hottest guys in the world they were dating said, "You know what, I need help," women wouldn't react that well. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think a woman would react too well to a guy that she was seeing immediately being like, "Hey, I need to stay with you." Like, what? Like, what does the fact that I have my own home have to do with you? Why do you feel like entitled to my house? You know, it's like a weird entitlement thing. Like, because I got my own house, that means you're entitled to it. Doesn't work that way. So in this situation, even though it's a harsh lesson to learn because it was her boyfriend, this is a good lesson to learn. You do come in alone in this world, and you do die alone. And I think having that in the forefront is important. Obviously, if friends want to step in and help, amazing. Big up the friends. But in general, man, having this level of expectation, entitlement, and it's almost like an arrogance. Like, even the way that she's talking, her attitude is almost like, even that screenshot at the top there, it's almost like, nigga, what? You're not going to let me stay at your house? Like, there's a level of like confusion of like, it's, I don't know. I don't understand when this happened though. I don't understand when it happened. Like, there was a point in time where it was quite good. It was a good thing to be self-sufficient. It was a good thing. It was praised to have your own thing, to not need anybody. I don't need a man. I don't need this. I don't need the establishment. I don't need the government, my parents, friends. I got it on my own. I got out of the mud. You proud. Now people are like so eager and happy to be like having their hands out, like fucking having their empty bowl of soup out like Oliver Twist and shit. Wagwan for this. There's no shame. There's no embarrassment. Because most of the times, I don't know about you guys, but most of the times that I've been in a financial predicament where I can't pay something, it's my fault. 99% of the times that I've come into financial difficulties has been my fault. There's 1% of the time when it isn't, but most of the time, it's your fucking fault. You fucked something up. You didn't pay something. You weren't paying attention. I don't know, whatever. Fix it. No one knows. No one should be in a position to fix it for you, and you shouldn't expect them to fix it. If they want to fix it because they want to help you, they're a nice person, that's cool. But then if they do fix it, pay them back and some interest. But people don't even do that these days. They don't even pay people back on time. They don't pay them back with interest. They start paying them back with fucking beers, and I'll take you for dinner. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. I paid your phone bill. Give me back my fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I pray for young ladies. I pray for young people in general out there. But I think putting this sort of stuff out on the internet, acting this way, is just a shame to your parents, man. It's a shame to your family. It's a shame to your legacy. It's a shame to your last name. It's a shame to your ancestors. It's a real shame. Like, really being on the internet being like this. Like, how are you in a position that young and you have no house? How? What happened? What did you fuck up? You said you had hundreds of thousands and now it's all gone. How's it all gone? What did you spend it on? Come on, man. Anyway, what do I know? Moving on. I love this because I don't have anything worthwhile to contribute to this because I'm not a homeowner. I'm currently renting, and I don't really care too much. I haven't really thought too much about owning a home anyway. The only reason why I would want to own a home, to be completely honest, is I have this like pride and ego because I've lived in this flipping blood clot country for most of my life. I would like to have something to show for it. I've always kind of said that I want to have something to show for it. So I would just like to have a house here in London just to say I've got one because I'm a fucking Londoner. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to run away to fucking Manchester to get a house. I want to buy one here just to say I fucking have one. But is it the right financial decisions to make? Probably not. When 2-bedroom houses in the part that I live in London, which is not a nice part, right? A 2-bedroom house in the area that I live in at the moment will cost you like 1.2 mil, which is fucking insane, right? Like fucking insane. So it's not the right decision to make, obviously. But I also can't see why renting forever is a good idea either. But again, I'm not that clued up on this. I'm just happy that this debate is happening now in 2025 because I, for one, I am tired. I am exhausted with the who's going to pay for the date. There's a post here actually on this particular post. Is this outfit too much for the first date? Who's going to pay for the first date? I don't care. This particular question, this young lady, is it too much for the first date? I don't care. If she's happy with that outfit, if the person that she's dating is happy with the outfit, if the restaurant they're going to lets them in with that outfit on, let them rock. I have no opinion on this whatsoever. She's not my girl. I don't fucking know her. I don't know the guy. I don't give a fuck. Wear what you want to wear. Spend what you want to spend. You want to buy this, you want to buy that. I don't care. Rock on. Live your life. Do you. I think these debates are so boring. They exhaust me. They make me angry. They make me want to punch. Literally, these type of debates what make me want to commit domestic violence. These type of debates make me want to commit animal cruelty. This is how angry they make me. Okay? And I don't want to get to that point. I don't want to kick a baby. You know what I mean? Allow it. So I don't care when I see these things. I don't flipping care. So when I see these type of debates on social media, I love this. This debate courtesy of the Shade Borough. Reece Wabara reveals why he will never buy his house, his personal home. The caption says, multi-millionaire entrepreneur Reece Wabara, who owns a brand. I forgot the brand. I think it's Amelian Dior. Is it Amelian Dior? No, it's not Amelian Dior. What's the name of it? It's got some sort of weird French name. I forgot the name of it. But loads of girls love it. Multi-millionaire entrepreneur Reece Wabara has revealed why he will never purchase a home he owns and prefers to rent instead. Right? This is a guy that's got a lot of money, multi-millionaire. He has his own brand. He has a flagship store in central London. Like, he's doing very well for himself. So he's saying, this debate, why he preferred to rent instead of owning. I think that's an interesting debate to have on social media. I want more of these and less who's going to pay for the first date. Is this too much for my fucking first date? Would you have a kid with somebody before you get married? Blah, blah, blah. Do you still keep contact with the baby daddy? Should you let the baby daddy smash after? I've had enough. Please, let's elevate ourselves into 2025 with these type of debates that are actually constructive, that actually going to add something to our lives, and maybe get us to ask different questions of ourselves and where we're going and what our aims and aspirations are. Anyway, let me read this caption. Somebody asked, so he put up this thing on social media, New Year's free game Q&A, and somebody asked him a question. Thoughts on home ownership v renting, investing elsewhere in business? This is a really good question, by the way. So he answered as follows. I never owned a home. It's something I used to debate with my dad all the time. His generation was taught to get a job, buy a house. It was the ultimate goal. My perspective is different. I believe my money is better allocated to my business where it can generate higher returns. Plus, I value freedom. Renting gives me the ability to move whenever I want. No strings attached. Some people see renting as throwing away money. I see it as buying flexibility and maintaining liquidity. Unless you're a cash buyer, you don't really own the house. The bank does. The current interest rates, any potential gains on the property value are often wiped out by the interest payments over time. On top of that, tying up a large chunk of your savings in deposit limits your ability to seize new opportunities. For me, it's all about keeping my options open. Thank you. Thank you for nourishing, straight up nourishing content on social media for once. Thank you for no more conversations around who should pay for the fucking dinner. Thank you. Now, my opinion on this, I do agree with him. I think my parents' generation were the same. The ultimate goal, my parents' generation, was mostly to come to this country, learn the language, get yourself a job, maybe have your own business. And then also when it came to the house, it was about getting a council house, because at that time, if you got a council house, you could usually, if you stayed in it long term enough, if you got a permanent council house, you could long term buy it from the council basically for a reduced rate. And then if you bought the house, you could then maybe rent it, right? And then sometimes, to be clever, you'd rent it within your community. You wouldn't even rent it crazy, you just rent it within your community. You'd be getting cash in hand. You know what I mean? And you're nice. And then the other goal was that once you get that money from the council house that you've owned, and then you're now renting cash in hand, you could use that money that you saved up to then go buy a house in like Basildon, Clacton, somewhere else in Essex, right? Do you know what I mean? And then live that fucking life. That's what everyone wanted to live. I think back in the day, the place to go was like Dagenham, Ilford, Romford, and all these type of places. And that's the thing that's sick, because it kind of shows that you've kind of completed England, right? You've immigrated to this country, you left a war-torn country, you left civil war, you've left hardship, and you've come here with no language, with no money in your pocket, and you've come from the bottom way to the top. That's an amazing, especially for an immigrant. That's like the dream story, right? But I feel like nowadays, especially with the prices of houses, like I said to you before, where I live in London, legitimately it's not a nice area. It's probably, the borough that I live in has got the highest rate of unemployment, the highest rate of fucking crime and shit. But a 2-bedroom flat in a decent part of where I live is going to be flipping 1.2 million. that's too much money. That's crazy, right? It's crazily overly overpriced. So then it comes a point where you're like, hold on, should you just buy the house for why I want to buy it? Like in terms of having ego and pride and saying like, hey, I'm a homeowner, I'm from London, I have a place, you have roots here. And like he said, tie up all your assets or your money and shit into one property. Is that smart? Probably not. Is it smart to also be throwing away money on rent every single month? It probably isn't either. But if I had to pick, I'd probably still pick owning a property, just because, especially if you can pay for it in cash. Maybe the mortgage thing is a little bit deceptive because it's like a reduced bit of rent, right? You own the property. It's not as expensive as renting it. It's a reduced rent, but it's still, as he says, the bank does own it. You don't really own it. And if you can't pay your mortgage, they take the house. You know what I mean? And you don't have the house anymore. But paying your house off in cash is probably the ideal way to be. But many people don't even have $1,000 in savings, let alone 1.2 million to buy a house. That's the only mad thing. And how long would it take you to make, $500,000, whatever it may be, to buy the house? That's the really sad thing about the situation. So then you have to look at options outside of London. Go somewhere, up north, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, maybe to find a property. But I do think it's important, especially maybe mostly as immigrants, probably, to have something to pass down, because most of us don't have anything to pass down to our kids. Maybe even white people, the same sort of thing. Not everybody's rich, that's white. But I think when it comes to immigrants especially, it's really important to have something to like give to your kids, like to pass down a little bit, whether it's a family heirloom as a watch, like a nice designer watch or something, whether it's a house. Those things are quite cool. So if that's possible and you can do it, obviously aim for it. But I do like his perspective as somebody that's got a lot of money, who can probably afford to live somewhere lavish. I love the fact that he would prefer to just like rent somewhere nice and cool instead of actually buying somewhere just for the flex and then having it just sit there and not be able to make him any money, or not making money. I guess just sit there and tie up all his funds into that house. I don't know how long it takes to sell a house, but I'd imagine it's pretty long to get the money into your account again. So it's not something that you can kind of easily use for other things. So I can understand what he's basically saying, but I just love the fact that we're having these debates, because I'm tired of the gender wars. I'm tired of all the relationship stuff. I'm just tired of it. We've exhausted every one of those topics, and you think we need to stop. So big up Reece Wabara, big up Reece Wabara, legend. Moving on, went to talk about the Golden Globes. The Golden Globes happened the other day. The Golden Globes. And we've got a list of winners here. And the weird thing about it, right, is that a lot of these things I haven't watched. Not going to lie. A lot of these things I haven't watched. But some of the things I have. And I'm surprised to see some of the reactions. So I'm going to go down the list of winners here and give you some of my initial feelings about the winners, losers, and everything else in between. So this is courtesy of The Guardian. Golden Globe 2025, the full list of winners. Let's go down. Best film, musical or comedy. Not gonna lie, only thing I watched on this list was Anora, and I have to admit, I have to say this loudly, that Anora was very overrated. I think the trailer was pretty good. The trailer sold the flipping movie pretty well. I think the trailer looks far better than the actual movie did. But I think people on social media also kind of hype this up a bit. Maybe because it involves sex workers, and sex workers on social media are like their protected class, right? They're up there with like the LGBTQ people and black women. Like they get super fucking protected on social media. So maybe because people are like overly sucking off sex workers and stuff, they're like, oh my God, this movie is amazing. But it's not that good. Let's be honest. It's fucking shit. Everybody in it is really annoying. The main girl, the screaming, that accent that she's got is just fucking, it makes your ears bleed. There's a few scenes where they're arguing, like the people in the film. I'm not going to say what happens, so I'm not going to spoil it. And it honestly is some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in my life. I fucking hate every part of it. So whatever. Emilia Perez won. Congratulations. Best film, The Brutalist. I really want to watch this. It's got a limited release. Not a lot of cinemas actually have it available at the moment around me, so I have to kind of go to like a proper spanky one to kind of watch it. But I really want to watch Brutalist. I heard it's really good, so good to see that on there. The only other thing I watched on there was obviously Dune 2, which I thought was fucking fantastic, so unlucky for Dune 2 for not winning. Best male actor in a film went to Adrian Brody. Congratulations to him. Timothée Chalamet was also nominated for his Bob Dylan biopic, which I haven't watched yet, but I've heard good reviews of it. People are saying that's really good. I also really want to watch this movie called Queer that stars Daniel Craig and I forgot the flipping singer's name, but he's also in it. I really want to check that out. Everyone says that's pretty decent. And also The Apprentice too. That's the Donald Trump movie. I really need to watch that. I've heard people say good things about that. Also, best female actor in the film drama, that went to Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. I didn't watch that. Only other thing I watched on that list, I haven't watched anything on that list. The only thing I wouldn't want to watch is Nicole Kidman and Baby Girl. That's the one where she like gets into an affair with one of the intern guys or something. That looks pretty decent. I want to watch that one. Best television series drama, The Day of the Jackal, The Diplomat, Mrs. Smith, Slow Horses, and Squid Game. The winner was Shogun. I personally think this is a good choice, but it's a bit sad that Lioness wasn't nominated, because I think Zoe Saldana, she won it for like a musical thing that she's in or something. But I think Zoe Saldana should have won an award for her role in Lioness. I thought that was fucking phenomenal personally, but again, maybe because it's a reoccurring series, that's why it probably didn't happen. I don't really know, but regardless, Shogun won. Shogun was fucking amazing. There's gonna be a part 2. I don't know if it needs a sequel, to be fair, but I guess, you know, when it comes to television, whatever works, they're gonna fucking blow it up and, you know, make it run again. So I guess it happens. Best female actor in television series drama is Anna Sawai, who features in Shogun. I honestly don't think there's a hotter woman in television than this lady. I honestly don't think there's a hotter woman in TV than this woman. She's a fucking smoke show, like a legit 10 out of 10, and she's amazing in fucking Shogun. Great fucking actress. She absolutely smashed it, so I'm not surprised that she won. But legitimately, aesthetically speaking, this woman is just like, god damn. Like, just look at her face. Jesus Christus. Anyway, big up her, right? Let me put my flipping tongue away. Best television series or musical, we got Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Gentleman, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, and Only Murders in the Building. Hacks won. On that list, you know what I haven't watched still? The Bear. The Bear gets all this hype, all this praise online, but I think The Bear is similar to like, what's that show I was thinking of? Maybe Breaking Bad. It took me a while to watch Breaking Bad just because everybody was sucking it off too much. When everybody sucks off a show too much, it kind of puts me off. So I think that's why I haven't watched it, but I need to watch it because I think it is quite good, but I haven't watched it yet. The Gentleman also is another one people say is really good also that I haven't checked out. I'll probably need to check that out soon as well. Everyone says Gentleman's pretty decent. And obviously Abbott Elementary is really funny. But I tend to like, when it comes to comedy shows, I tend to like jump in and out of them. I don't hang, I mean, I'm never like watching them religiously type of thing, even though they're really good. I remember Veep, it took me a while to fucking finish Veep, but that was really funny too, so I guess I'll check it out eventually. Best television limited series, anthology series, or television film went to Baby Reindeer. The other things featured were Disclaimer, Monsters, Lyle and Eric Menendez Story, The Penguin, Ripley, and True Detective Night Country. I think Penguin should have won this. Baby Reindeer, that Baby Reindeer thing, I think it was about a woman that stalked the guy, right, or something at the bar that she met. I think so, right? The fat lady. I thought that series was fucking annoying. The Penguin should have won this, man. The Penguin should have won this. Like, Colin Farrell's depiction of fucking Penguin was 10 out of 10. And everybody else in the cast too. Everybody else in the cast, the woman that plays the Falcone lady, whatever her name is, she was fucking fantastic. Everybody in it was fucking great. The guy from Sons of Anarchy, he fucking smashed it in it. It was such a good series. Such a good series. The guy that plays Penguin's kind of like right-hand man, the Latino kid, he was fucking awesome. The Penguin should have won. Really should have won. But again, you know, whatever. Cinematic and box office achievement. You got here nominees: Alien, Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool, Gladiator 2, Inside Out, Twisters, Wicked, and Wild Robot. The winner was Wicked. Didn't watch that. But you know what I did watch the other day? Gladiator 2. What a fucking shame. The fucking trailer, the promo, 10 out of 10. Big up whoever fucking produced that thing, and big up the fucking promo and the, you know, everything they've done for it. But that movie sucked so bad. 2 hours, like I didn't finish it. I got until like 20 minutes left. I just couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, you know, I'm not watching this. I refuse. I'm not even gonna finish it. You're so fucking shit. You're gonna be so angry. I didn't even finish it. I got to 20 minutes left. I was like, you know what? I'm not finishing this. You don't deserve me to finish you. No, I'm not finishing it. When I started seeing them fighting sharks, when I saw them fighting sharks in the Colosseum, I knew this was going to be a bad day. I knew it. Let's continue. Best original film. They've got here The Beautiful That Way, Compress Repress, Almas. Oh, this is best song. Who cares about that? Best original score went to Challengers. Didn't watch that. Best director went to Bradley Colbert for The Bruce List. Need to watch it still. Best film animated. Sorry, was Flow. Best male actor in a film, musical or comedy went to Sebastian Stan for Different Man. Who was here? Best female actor in a film or musical went to Demi Moore in Substance. By the way, allegedly that was Demi Moore's first. Honestly, that was Demi Moore's first fucking award in Hollywood. Totally. In what 40 something years I saw on Diet Prada. Are you honestly, Hollywood, man? Hollywood, what a corrupt, what a fucking weird industry that place is, isn't it? This woman, it was her first award, acting award ever in 45 years. Are you serious? The great Demi Moore has only got her first award in 2025 ever for acting. Come on, man. Hollywood's a joke. Hollywood's a fucking joke, but congratulations to her. The caption says, Demi Moore won her first acting Grammy Award last night at the 2025 Golden Globes, winning Best Performance by her female actor in a motion for musical comedy The Substance. The 62-year-old actor has been a long veteran in the industry with 4 Golden Globe nominees under her belt. Can we just say this is extraordinarily overdue? I'm in shock right now. I've been doing this for a long time, like over 45 years, and this is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor. The Substance was a perfectly pokes at the ageism in the entertainment industry, stars Moore as Elizabeth Sparkle, a celebrity aged out of the industry, a plot reflective of Moore's own story. Despite achieving huge success in the 80s and 90s, starring in iconic films The Ghost and Disclosure, Moore's confidence was once shattered by producers' dismissive label of her as a popcorn actress. Popcorn actress. At the time, I made that mean. At the time, she says, I made that mean that this... What? At that time, I made that mean that this trophy is not something I was allowed to have. That I could do movies that were successful and made a lot of money, but that I could also be acknowledged, and I bought it and I believed it. But according to Moore, the universe had other plans. Her award-winning performance paired with Pamela Anderson's resurgence in The Last Showgirl, perhaps reflective of the turning tide in Hollywood. Both actors, once pigeonholed by Hollywood into less serious roles during the peak of their careers, have now returned in powerful, critically acclaimed roles. Golden Globes in hand, she has become a part of the collective resistance against ageism in Hollywood. What a woman. Yeah, but 45 years, man. 45 years is absolutely insane. But someone like Demi Moore, man, this is fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's continue on with this particular article. Best female actor in television limited series went to Jodie Foster, True Detective, Night Country. That's actually a good pick, to be fair. Although Night Country kind of fell off towards the end, I thought the first 3 episodes were pretty decent. It kind of fell off towards the end, I'm not gonna lie, but I did think she was really good in it. She was fucking good in it. But I probably would have went for this lady in Penguin, personally, for me. What's her name? Christine Milioti. I think she's the person that plays the Falcone woman, right? I'm pretty sure that's her. She should have probably won it, personally. I think she should have won it. Is that the same lady? That is her. Yeah, she's amazing in Penguin. Christine Milioti. She's so flipping good, Christine Milioti. So fucking good. So she's very unlucky not to win. Unlucky. Best male actor in television limited series anthology goes to Colin Farrell for The Penguin. Crashes to him. He deserves that more than ever. He absolutely smashed that. He basically redefined what The Penguin is, you know, the same way Heath Ledger did with fucking Joker. He absolutely killed it. I don't think it's going to be hard for someone to top that. And then best film non-English language went to Emilia Perez. Best stand-up comedy on television, Rotted. Okay, look at the nominees: Jamie Foxx, Nikki Glaser, Seth Meyers, Adam Sandler, and Rami Youssef. And Ali Wong won. I've not watched a single Ali Wong comedy special in my entire life, you know. I wonder what she's like. I might have to do that for my RS fucking Patreon thing. So, you know, watch the space. Best screenplay went to Peter Straub for Conclave. Best male actor in a television series went to Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Again, I haven't watched that. I need to watch that. Best supporting male actor on television went to Tandu Nobu Asano. Best supporting male actor went to Tandu Nobu. Is that the main person in Shogun? I think that might be him, right? Is that the main guy in Shogun? Yeah, is that him? Oh no, that's the guy. Oh wow. That's a really good reference. Okay, that's one of the dudes who kind of betrays Shogun and then ends up coming back around. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Tadanobu Asano. Bro, that's amazing. Congrats to him. Congrats to fucking him. That's amazing. Big up him. He won for Shogun. Best supporting female actor went to Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer. Best male actor in television series went to Hiroki Sanada for Shogun. I think that's the main guy, right? Hiroyuki Sanada is definitely the main guy for Shogun. I think so. That's the actual Shogun. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he's fucking amazing in it. He's really good. He's really fucking good. And then best male actor in the supporting role went to Kieran Culkin for Real Pain. I haven't watched that, by the way. But Kieran Culkin, I like him, he's really funny. Best female actor in television series or comedy went to Jean Smart in Hacks, and best female actor in supporting role went to Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. And big up Zoe Saldana, man. Big up Blood Clot. Big up Blood Clot Zoe Saldana, because the way that she accepted this award, the way that she was crying, even though she knew all week, because you know I heard the rumors online, I'm sure she did, that she was due to win this Golden Globe. It was like the unkept secret in Hollywood. So the fact that she reacted the way that she did is, she's such an actor, she's so performance arts, you know, theater kid energy coded, because the way that she acted was fucking crazy, man. Look at Zoe Saldana. Look how she reacted when it was announced that she won. Like, look at the reaction, man. It's so dramatic, but bless her, because she's a fucking amazing actress and should have won for her depiction of her role in Lioness. But regardless, look at her in the middle there.
Zoe Saldana, Emilia
She's crying.
This is Zoe Saldana's first nomination and first win. Her mother is her date tonight, and
Zoe Saldana.
Girl, relax. You knew you were gonna win. Come on, girl. You knew we were gonna win. Like, let's relax a little bit. Let's relax. But bless her. And then her acceptance speech. Her acceptance speech was something else. Where is that? I got it here. It should be here, right? Where's the acceptance speech? Her acceptance speech was something special. Where is it? Oh, I thought I had it on here. I didn't have it on here. There it is. Yeah. Her acceptance speech was something special. Listen to her acceptance speech. The crying. I think she goes into a flood of tears during her acceptance speech. It's fucking beautiful. But let's hear her speak. Or try to speak anyway.
I know I don't have much time, and
go on.
I have dyslexia, so I tend to forget when I'm really anxious and I'm filled with adrenaline. But
okay, go.
My heart is full of gratitude. Thank you so much to the Golden Globes for celebrating our film and honoring the women of Emilia Perez. Thank you so much.
Bless her, she's so amazing. But come on, let's relax. It's also like, I find it odd, innit, how tied to her personal awards and accolades actors are in general. Like, it really matters a lot to them, more than any other profession, I think. Maybe outside of like books. I think actors really care about personal awards so fucking much. Like, number one, they care about getting nominated. They care a lot about being invited to these type of shows. They don't really care that much about like acclaim from the fans. I don't think they care. They don't care if you have like a cult classic and the fans love them and they get mobbed at fucking Comic Con. They don't care about that sort of shit. What they care about is acknowledgement from the industry. I find it interesting how it's like that in acting, but it's not like that in music. I don't think musicians really care about accolades as much as actors do. They really, really care. It's almost interesting how they do it, because it also puts a lot of authority and weight into the awards, and it makes the industry people feel a lot more emboldened and powerful than what they really are, because I feel like the fans dictate what's successful and what's successful. They can push what they want to push down our throats, but if we don't like it and it's not good, it's going to get cancelled first season anyway. So I think the actors placing so much importance and worth in the awards has kind of created this toxic environment that they are currently trying to work out for themselves, you know what I mean? Because they're all kind of fighting for the same roles. They're all trying to do what needs to be done to get the same roles, and all this performance. It's just a bit much, really, because in general, the fans fuck with you. That should be enough. You know what I mean? You got this amazing job. You get all these fucking roles anyway. But damn, man, like, they really fucking care.
This is a first time for me. And I'm just so blessed that I'm sharing this moment with Selena and Carla and Jack and all of my fellow nominees. I'm in awe of you, your strength, your complexity, your undeniable talent. I know that it's a competition.
Undeniable talent, basically saying that, I know, I've been there, guys. This is my first award, And we never, you know, the awards don't mean that you're not, if you don't get an award, doesn't mean you're not a good actor. But also, when you get an award, it's also a confirmation that you are a good actor. You know, it's like a double-edged sword.
But all that I have witnessed is just us showing up for each other and celebrating each other, and it's just so beautiful. So
I don't know, man. I just find it sad because this woman's beautiful. She's fucking talented. Like, she's an amazing actor, And to her to be reduced to this flood of tears because she won this award, even though the fans fuck with her heavy style, like her in Westworld, Zoe Saldana in Westworld, bruh, in Westworld, that was a shit show towards the end. She fucking smashed it, and here she's bawling her eyes out because she won one award for a show that I'm sure most of us won't even watch. Sad, man.
Selena, Ariana, Margaret, Felicity, Isabella. I had lunch one time in your house, and it was like I thought I had made it already, but you're magic. You're all magic, and I experienced this kind of magic on the set of Emilia Perez, and it's thanks to you. Thank you, Missy beaucoup, Jaco Diart. Thank you so much for trusting me to play Rita.
Zoe Saldana needs to chill, man. Maybe because I don't cry. I'm not a crier, and I never will do this ever in my life. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I just find people that can cry like this, like, amazing. But it's also proof because she's an actor. Do you know what I mean? You have to have this ability to kind of tap into these emotions at will. But it's like, God damn it, girl, you won, man. Relax.
You are just a character that I admire so much. You created rich and complex characters, and you're so French and so chic and confident and kind. I love it. And I just, my Emilia Perez cast and crew, thank you, Clement, and thank you, Camille, Damian, Jalet, thank you, Virginie, thank you so much. The entire cast and crew, I said that already. This is Adriana, Edgar, and Selena. I'm sharing this with you. I'm sharing it with you. And
Jesus Christ.
Carla, no one other than you could have played Emilia Perez. No one. Eres única. Reina. And wait, Ted Sarandos, Netflix, thank you so much. Lisa Tauback, Bella Baharia.
Yeah, you better fucking thank Ted Sarando, whatever his fucking name is. You better thank that white man.
Thank you. No, stop. My family, my mom is here. My sisters,
stop, you know?
my husband and my sons. I love you. You got.
I thought you were about to say my husbands and my sons. I thought I was about to say my husband and my boyfriend.
It's our everything. Thank you.
Big up Zoe Saldana, man. Absolute legend, but I'm upset that she has to cry that much in order to, you know, get her award. But hey, you have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. Let's move on. I'm sure some of you guys already heard this story, and I'm sure some of you guys are already bored of it, but big up blood clot Joy, what's her name? Joy Taylor? Joy Turner? Is that her fucking name? What's her name again? Is it Joy Turner? God damn, this woman is an absolute mad woman. So let's go through this actual article. It blew up all across social media, and I need to talk about it because it's absolutely startling. The headline: Fox, Skip Bayliss and others sued in 14 counts, including sexual battery. Let's read it, courtesy of Fox Office Front Sports. It says, a former Fox hairstylist, so you know she's telling the truth. She was there in the belly of the beast, right? A former hairstylist at Fox alleges in a lawsuit that a network executive used his position to sexually harass women, as well as that Skip Bayliss touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex. Big up Skip Bayliss. We always knew that guy was a freak ball. No surprise whatsoever. Skip Bayliss, we always knew that guy was a creep. He's giving sex pest. You know what I'm going with when it comes to Skip Bayliss. I'm not surprised. Now seeing Faraji, so she's not even going by Jane Doe. She's putting the whole government there, right? Now Sheen Faraji, who says she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through to last August 2024. So she only got let go or left, I guess, recently, right? Absolutely crazy. Made a series of allegations in a 42-page lawsuit obtained by Fox Front Office Sports. Fox Sports, FS1, FS2, Fox Sports, EVP Charlie Dixon, Bayliss and FS1 host Joy Taylor, that's the woman that's been abducted, right? Joy Taylor are listed as defendants in the lawsuit. Big up blood clot Joy Taylor, right? Big up Joy Taylor and her big heavies, because she's in big trouble. All right, big up blood clot Joy Taylor. She's out here, she's showing us her wares, she's enjoying herself, she's having a good time. But it's being alleged that Joy Taylor, who's a host on Fox Sports, whatever, is being alleged that this lady may have got her position not because she's really talented, not because she knows a lot about sports, but because of what she looks like. That's what they're suggesting. They're suggesting in this lawsuit that this woman may have slept her way to the top. Now, I for one am shocked. I for one am shocked that this lady could be possibly not there on merit and only there based on what she looks like. I'm absolutely shocked that she might not be actually knowledgeable or good at her job to to kind of get that role, and that the only reason that she got that role is because of how she looks on camera. I for one am absolutely shocked that that is the case, and you can see in the comments other people are shocked too that she did not get the role based on just her talent and her knowledge and her insights. No, she might have got that role for other reasons. Allegedly she might have got this role for other reasons which are unclear to me. Other reasons which are completely unclear to me. Other reasons that make absolutely no sense. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm just going to read to you what I see on the actual article. The suit filed on Friday but in Los Angeles, Faraji alleges that Dixon, the head of content at FS1, grabbed her buttocks at the birthday party in West Hollywood. When she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to get over it. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. She said, get over it. You want a job or nah? You want to go to Cancun or nah? You want a Birkin or nah? You want a Van Cleef bracelet, whatever they're fucking called, or nah? She's a good ass girl. Joy Taylor's a good girl. Let's go back to the article. She told her to get over it. You get sexually harassed? Get over it, man. You got raped? Get over it. The lawsuit seeks a class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working at California over the past 4 years. Faraji seeks unspecified monetary damages and jury trial. After starting work at Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayliss, the suit alleges that he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. Skip Bayliss on his Chris D'Elia shit. Skip Bayliss on his Chris D'Elia shit. Where my hug at? Where my hug at? Chris D'Elia's Skip Bayliss, which kind of rhymes like Chris D'Elia, is definitely a where my hug at type of guy, and you could definitely see him putting his hands at the end, at the curve, right, at the concave of a girl's back, right above the buttocks and right where the spine sort of starts. You could probably see him being that kind of guy, the kind of guy that even in the club he always goes out of his way to touch a girl on her back and make her, she's not even nowhere near him, just to put his hand there just for free. It's like, bro, why are you touching this girl for? Can't you just tell her to move instead of like touching her back? But hey, what do I know? It concludes. So lingering hugs, kisses on the cheek, which is diabolical, by the way, right? Kissing a girl on the cheek that you work with is fucking insane. I don't think I've ever done it in my life. Like, yeah, maybe you can get, oh my God, a hug because you like friends, but kissing someone on the cheek that you work with is insane, especially at work. But hey, what do I know? And pressing your body against her breast is kind of insane too, because what pleasure are you getting out of that, by the way? Is that a thing? Or you trying to feel them? Is that him pressing himself against her breast? Is that because he actually gets off on touching his old man pecs with her boobs, or is it because it's just an excuse to like touch them without touching them with your hands? It seems like a weird thing to do, isn't it? Just like pressing your fucking chest up against it. It's like, what? It would only work if you was a guy that actually had man boobs. If you're a guy that has man boobs, maybe if you rub it against a girl, you can get something off. There's some sort of like sexual friction you can get if you like Harlem shake against her chest or something. I don't know. She also claims that she told Bayliss she was suffering from ovarian cancer. Sorry. Let me go back to that again. Hold on. She also claimed she told Bayliss that she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary in an effort to halt his advance. The things women have to tell guys, and I bet didn't stop him, by the way. How much do you want to bet that didn't stop him? How much do you want to bet that didn't stop him an inch? That didn't stop him a centimeter, a meter, a millimeter? How much do you want to bet he still kept going? Oh my God. She had to tell him, bruh, I've got cancer. Like, can you like stop? And he still didn't stop. He like, yo, people get ovarian cancer every day, B. People get cancer ovarian. Just press your body up against mine real quick, man. Shut up. Wow. Instead, Bayliss became more aggressive over the years, according to the suit. It's my turn, god damn it. Skip Bayliss. Press your boobs against mine. He allegedly offered Faraji 1.5 million to have sex with him and claimed he could change her life. The suit also claims that Bayliss accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharpe. Oh my God. Of course Skip Bayliss is one of those type of dudes. Of course Skip Bayliss is one of those type of dudes. Skip Bayliss is a dirty macker. Of course Skip Bayliss is a dirty macker. He looks like one. You know what dirty macking is, right? Talking down on the other guys so you can get some cheeks. That is not rated. You compete on your own. You compete on your own. You hear something like you don't even, you know what I mean? Like I don't even like it when girls be like, oh my God, I'm having issues with my guy. Like as a way to like to give you an entry. Like fuck all that. I'm not acknowledging that person doesn't exist to me. What I want is what I want, but I don't acknowledge the other person. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? You don't besmirch another man to go and get cheeks. That's like deplorable game. But I'm not surprised that Skip Bayliss is a dirty macker. I'm not surprised in the slightest that that guy is the type of person to be like, yeah, man, your other man ain't shit. I'm the guy. Da 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 da. Like, go away. And I'm also not surprised that an element of the beef, of the animosity, of the reason why Shannon Sharpe left that Skip Bayliss show and Fox in general might have been because Shannon Sharpe was tearing everything down in that studio. Right, most likely the makeup ladies wanting to fuck him, let alone the other way around. And Skip Bayliss wasn't getting any joy. Those makeup ladies were treating him like a fucking worker. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, we paint your face, go away. But Shannon Sharpe, they were probably rubbing up against him and shit. They were being all flirty, whenever Shannon Sharpe went into the makeup room, it got all giggly. All the girls started laughing. Everybody's joking. You hear him laughing, ho ho ho, with his fucking big man dingo fucking voice, ho 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 ho. But when he went in there, no one cared. You can tell that was the reason why. Mad. So, as the suit alleges, approximately 1 week later, Bayliss made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, Skip, stop. You have a wife. Women sometimes think guys like this respond to stuff like this. It doesn't work. You know, when I remember once watching a show, maybe it was like Crime Watch. I think I watched Crime Watch or something. I remember one of those shows at Crime Watch. They were like, oh, one way to like stop a guy from like raping you or something, right? Especially if it's a friend, because allegedly there's some really depressing stat I remember reading about, oh, like the majority of rapes happen between like people that know each other. So it's not even like a random person. It's like someone that you know, which is absolutely horrifying. But I remember someone suggesting, oh, one of the advices to like stop that is to say the person's full name. So if someone's raping you, be like, Agostinho Tomazinga, please, I know you, you're my friend. And then they're going to like hear you saying their name and it's going to make them like stop. It's like, no, that doesn't work. If a guy is willing to do that heinous of a crime, that deplorable, evil, you know, capital punishment worthy crime, most likely that person's unhinged. You just saying their full government name isn't going to make them stop. And you also saying, hey, you've got a wife, come on, you think that's going to stop somebody? I've got cancer, really? You'd be like, look, just take this antibiotic real quick. These type of guys, they're a level of scumbag, man. Women just need to realize that these type of people you just run from. You don't say things like, you just run away. You kick in the nuts, you punch in the stomach, you poke the eye, you do something and you run. There is no reasoning with these people. There is no tricks that work. Nah, it doesn't work, man. Scumbags are scumbags. You have to know this. Know the monster you're dealing with. It continues. Let me repeat that. Approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayliss made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife. Aren't you Muslim?" Bayliss responded, "Doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?" Yo, Skip is crazy. "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Bayliss looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. Yo, Skip Bayliss is moving mad. During her time at Fox, Faraji alleges that she made multiple complaints to Human Resources and Human Relations Department. Meanwhile, the suit alleges that Taylor began insulting Miss Faraji on a personal professional level. After their friendship ended, the suit alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who is a Persian descent. Her lengthy tenure at Fox Sports and not so thinly veiled references to multiple anonymous witnesses suggest that she may have been a receipt to back up her version of events, said Daniel Wallach. Just as in most importantly, she contemporaneously raised her issues with co-workers, which the juror's eyes could bolster credibility of her claims. So she fell out with Joy Taylor because she wasn't game. Yo, Joy Taylor might be a goat. She might be up there with Sanaz, man. She might be out there with Sanaz from The Fighter and the Kid. Sanaz from Fighter and the Kid allegedly might be smashing Brendan on the side, allegedly, knowing full well that he has a wife and kids and shit, but she's okay to play like second fiddle, like just smash me in the studio, maybe give me some money, or maybe just make sure my invoices are paid on time, give me a new MacBook. Joy Taylor might be also one of them ones. She might be one of those. She might be for the fellas, where she's shaming another woman for not wanting to suck some old guy's dick to keep her job. She might be one for the lads. She might be one for the man them. Absolutely. God damn it. Miss Faraji brings forth this action because of over a decade at Fox, she was forced to endure a misogynistic, racist, ableist workplace where executives and talent were allowed to physically and verbally abuse workers with impunity. When Miss Faraji and others came forward to report wrongdoing, instead of addressing their concerns, Fox retaliated against them, while the perpetrators and those who protected them were inexplicably promoted. This case thus represents yet another in a long line of chronicling the toxic workplace or toxic culture at Fox, marked by bad faith promises and repeated failures to address the poisonous, entrenched patriarchy. She's gonna get some money. She's gonna get paid. Most likely they'll settle out of court, but she's gonna get fucking paid. Rightfully so though, because it looks like she had to put up with a lot. But it is a weird workplace because it sounds like, even though she says what she went through was bad and it sounds kind of bad, it seems like the type of workplace that does reward you for that. Because Joy Taylor, she's one of the main hosts in these type of shows. So these type of places are weird because even though what's happened there is quite bad, it does show that if you're willing to open your legs, if you're willing to put penises in your mouth, if you're willing to let some dudes touch your breast, touch your bum, be a little bit sexually, whatever we do at workplace and say weird things, kiss you in the cheek, sexual innuendos, maybe get a little bit handsy at the Christmas party, it will actually help you. And it kind of reminds me of the Harvey Weinstein thing. The people say a lot of the reason why Harvey Weinstein got away what he got away with for so long was because he was known to be a man of his word. Weirdly enough, he was known to be a man of his word. You're like, if you fuck me, I'm gonna give you that movie. I'm gonna get you that role. I'm gonna sort you out, and he always followed through. That's why, for the most part, he was able to get away with what he got away with. But when he started to get a bit crazy and started to fuck or try to like harass and grape people that weren't really that high up and stuff, and he started to fuck like maids and assistants and stuff, that's when he got in trouble. Because those type of people, they don't play those games. Do you know what I mean? They don't care about Hollywood. They're trying to work their job and be left alone. But people that are actually trying to progress in the industry, they know how cutthroat it is, how competitive it is. I don't know if I can like look at Joy Taylor and say she's a bad person because she was willing to like fuck to way to the top. You have to do what you have to do to get where you want to get to, innit? And if you're willing and is consenting to fuck somebody to get a role and that person follows through, I don't know, what can I blame? The only reason why it would be, I guess, bad for the Joy Taylor woman is because they're alleging that she was in a relationship when she worked at Fox. She was married. She's divorced now, but allegedly the reason why she got divorced or why the husband left her was because of the rumors that she was fucking people at Fox, which is kind of mad. Your wifey gets a promotion or gets this new job at Fox, and now suddenly she's like I don't know how a lot of guys will handle that. Number one, it's already difficult because you date your wife is super hot and you have to deal with that, right, day to day. But then imagine your wife's super hot and now she's working at Fox, and now she's surrounded by all these fucking stud athletes, most of them black dudes too, who have like game upon game, charisma on charisma, right, walking with fucking arms swinging in between their legs and shit, crazy. I mean, like, that's the type of thing that will test your insecurities, that will test your faith in yourself, you know, that will test the strength of your relationship when your lady's dressing up and going to work like looking amazing, right, looking like she's going out, because that's what you do on TV, and she's surrounded by all these stud athletes. That guy must have been sweating buckets. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna say she's a bad woman for doing what she needs to be done to get the role, because it worked out in the end, didn't it? It worked out. Like, she, you know, fucked her way to the top and now she's got the job. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Let's go back to the article. Fox Sports released the following statement to Fox F front of house. We take these allegations seriously and have no further comment at this time given the pending litigation. Our client looks forward to being vindicated and hopes that they will compel Fox to take a meaningful, substantial steps to address and resolve the toxic relationship workplace and impacted her and many of her colleagues. The lawsuit follows a year of major talent changes at FS1, Fox National Sports Cable Network. In August, Bayliss left after 8 years as a star of Undisputed Morning Show. His former on-air partner, Sharp, reached a buyout agreement in 2023 after publicly clashing with Bayliss on air. After the cancellation of Undisputed, Dixon and FS1 management revamped the network's weekday studio lineup this year, launching the new breakfast ball and facility while keeping Colin Coward's heard Nick Wright's first step on their prime slot. So suit clears Coward of wrongdoing, saying throughout his tenure at Fox, Coward was a professional and respectful to Miss Faraji and her co-workers. Big up Colin Coward. He comes out of it smelling like roses. The lawsuit states clearly that he was a great guy, and I think that's what you need to do when you're at a workplace, right? Sometimes, I don't know, in parties people can get a little bit loosey-goosey, but I think sometimes the joy of being at a workplace is that sometimes you get to be friends with people that you probably would never meet outside of work. So it's quite good to just keep that as friends. Don't cross that line. It's not necessary, especially when there's girls involved, because you just, you know, you end up becoming friends with like a mum that has like 4 kids and she's like in her 60s, some other woman who's there because it's quite nice just to, you know, for a change, especially if you're a dude who doesn't really have a lot of female friends. It's quite cool to have like co-worker friends who are girls, and some of them might be your quote-unquote work wives or whatever, but it never ever steps over that line. It's just you hanging out, being, you know, whatever, having a good time at work, maybe going for drinks after work and shit. And those are your people you kind of chill with and hang with and stuff. When they get promoted, you're happy for them, whatever. If they leave, you're sad. You go to the, you know, leaving parties and shit. That's pretty decent to go about it. And then to have these people say these things about you is also pretty nice, as opposed to trying to smash everything that moves. Now, if it happens, cool, no problem, take advantage of it. But I would still say probably be cautious about it, especially if you're a dude. Like, it's not necessary. There are some situations where it works out, where people at workplaces stay together, be in a relationship, get married and shit. But I think for the most part, it's not necessary. It just creates more problems, to be honest. But hey, what do I know? While not named the defendant, the suit notes that Mr. Mark Silverman, President and Chief Operating Officer of Fox Sports, and Eric Shanks, Chief Executive Officer and Executive Producer of Fox Sports, could be added to legal action based on discovery. In 2007, makeup artist Rita Ragon sued ESPN, alleging she was sexually harassed by host Jay Crawford and panelist Woody Page, the former Cold Pizza Morning Show. In 2017, Jamie Cantor, wardrobe stylist who worked at NFL Network for a decade, claimed in a lawsuit against NFL-owned outlet that Warren Sapp, Donovan McNabb, Eric Davis, and others sexually harassed her. The former players listed in the lawsuit were fired from the position at NFL before a settlement was reached. In 2019, ESPN reached a settlement with former on-air personality Adrienne Lawrence, is that saying that? Adrienne Lawrence, who alleged she was a victim of unwanted advances from her employees. She also claimed that her male ESPN colleagues openly watched porn. No, that's not a microaggression. That's a major aggression. That is insane. She also claimed her male ESPN colleagues openly watched pornography and kept scoreboards on female employees. No. That's That's aggressive. That is very aggressive. To be watching porn on loudspeaker around your female colleagues or co-workers is fucking insane. Honestly, there are some people out there that are starving, man. Like, there was a guy in my building, right? The guy in my building who I used to speak to, he doesn't work here anymore, but he was a concierge guy, security guard guy. He would be watching porn, like, not loud, obviously, but just watching it on his phone with his headphones on. And every time I'll pop in, I was like, oh, what's good? He'd be like, you're watching porn, and he'd be like, trying to show me. I'm like, bro, don't show me what you're fucking getting hard to underneath your desk, bro. Relax. But he'll be watching it like in the foyer. Like, you know, as you come into a building, there's like a foyer bit before you get to the lift. He'll be behind the desk watching porn on his fucking phone. Like, what are you doing? Like, but there's something that dudes do. But don't get me wrong, he was an older Jamaican guy. Maybe it's an unk thing, but it's like, who watches porn in public? Like, who does that on their phone? Like, honestly, insane. People that do that are fucking insane. But this lady is gonna get fucking paid. Skip Bayliss is a fucking freak and a creep. No surprise. I'm also not surprised to see that part of the anger and the frustration that Skip Bayliss had with Shannon Sharpe was obviously rooted in a lot of jealousy. Probably jealousy that he wasn't getting enough money, jealousy maybe that he wasn't well regarded, and maybe jealousy and envy about how he was received by women at Fox. Probably, I bet you that was part of it. Had to be part of it. Him offering the makeup lady 1.5 million for sex is crazy, when he could easily take that 1.5 million and just go fuck somebody like that. That's their job. Like, I don't get that. I don't get why he offered the makeup lady 1.5 mil when he could just go to a lady of the night, an OnlyFans model or whoever, and she would probably take that money gladly. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, but maybe the whole allure of it is because it's something you're not meant to do as a co-worker. But offering somebody you work with 1.5 million to fuck you is fucking wild. Them having to make up a lie they have cancer to get you to stop touching them is also wild. But yeah, crazy lawsuit in general. Let's see how it plays out. But one of the funniest thing about it is this video. You see this video? So this is the first video, allegedly. Joy Taylor appears on the evening show Speak one day after being named the defendant in the workplace misconduct lawsuit. So this is the first appearance of Joy Taylor on TV after the lawsuit was filed. And look at how awkward all the other guys are on the cast. Look how awkward everything is.
Welcome to Speak. I'm Joy Taylor here with Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce, and the playmaker Michael Irvin. It's Victory Monday for some and Vacation Monday for others, but for the ones who did have Victory Monday, Michael.
Vacation, real vacations for some of them too, Joy. Some of them ain't coming back.
Exactly. Who's walking around like the man on Monday, Michael? Welcome.
Look at how far apart they are. Look at how how they're all like awkwardly moving around. Look what he's doing with his hands. Look, he throws like a fake baseball. What the fuck was that about? I don't know what's going on there. The other guy's sitting down, looking dead straight. Like, I love how, by the way, I also love how she's got her modest outfit on, by the way. I love how she's got a modest outfit on. She's got a modest outfit, not crazy makeup. The mummy milkers are not out on display. She's got tights. I love that she's got like a court fit. Joy Taylor has like almost like a court fit. She has like, I'm going to court fit. She doesn't want to, no cleavage, no nothing. Oh, it's just so funny, man. That, before they filmed, that set must have been so awkward. Before they absolutely started filming, going live, that set must have been so freaking awkward. Oh, big up the lady that fucking sued. Big up Joy Taylor for doing what needs to be done. We out here. We are out here. I just can't get past Michael Irvin. Look at Michael Irvin. Look at him. Look at Michael Irvin. Look at him. He knows, man. He knows. Now they can't ever look at you the same anymore. Now that they know what they know. You know what I mean? They can never ever look at you the same anymore. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, let's move on quickly to some other stuff I need to check out here. So one thing I need to talk about is these. Let's actually go through this one by one, actually. No, let's go through this. Let's go from here. So Fragment designed Air Jordan 3 sample. So regarding these, the funny thing about these, actually, this is courtesy of Hypebeast. It says, check out another Fragment Design Air Jordan 3 sample. Now, these allegedly aren't going to be released, but you know what's funny about these Fragment Design Air Jordan 3s? if they do come out, these are gonna do numbers in the street, because for the worst, I don't understand why, but the original Fragment Design Air Jordan 3s are a trainer, a limited edition shoe that you see a bunch of people in real life actually wearing. I don't know why it is. I don't know because if this shoe ended up in TK Maxx or if it was actually popular, but for some reason, this is the one shoe I see a lot of like random people on the street just wearing, just for the sake of it. And I don't know if they got fake ones, if they're real or not, but for some reason, this Jordan 3 did resonate with people. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a Fragment one. It's basically all white, but it has like a black mud guard that kind of runs across the midsole all the way around it. And it's got the Fragment logos, the founder logos at the back of the heel. But for some reason, this particular model captured everyone's imagination. Don't ask me why, but I think I've seen these Jordans on random, what I would deem to be like normies, people that don't look like they're sneakerheads, wearing them way more than any other limited edition shoe I've ever seen. Any other one. And I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case, but people seem to love these so freaking much. So if that's the case, I think these particular Jordans would do numbers in the streets if they came out. I personally love them because, you know me, I'm a fan of all black sneakers, and these have this nice little white break in the middle that kind of helps to break it up a little bit. So I'll be all over these that did actually drop. But if they did actually drop real life, they also do numbers in the streets, you know it. I'm disappointed they don't have the Thunderbolt thing at the back here, just as Nike Air on the back of the heel tab, but it does have the little Fragment designed 2 Thunder lightning bolt things embossed at the back of the heel, which was pretty cool. But hopefully they do end up coming out. I think when I read the article first, it says they weren't going to be coming out. Let's see what it says here. I think it's just a sample in it. So it says 2025 marks 5 years since the Reece Wabara Fragment designed Air Jordan Collaborative Air Jordan 3 drop. The pair presented in white and black, contrast and mudguard and sported. Before 2020 release was teased, Fujiwara flexed a blue and white and black colorway in 2019, and later showed off an all grey version, adding to the list of unreleased AJ3s from the duo. Given that we're approaching 5 years since the pair assembled, it's unlikely to ever land on shelves. However, stay tuned for more Fragment Design things. Now, because people are going to be crazy on social media, I'm assuming Nike are probably aware of what's going on, so they'll most likely see the attention it's getting and drop them, but they need to release them. If Nike are watching, I hope they do release them, because these shoes are pretty decent. The tumbled leather on the upper here, perforated leather here on the top, the white little mud guard that runs all across the front, the embossed here on the side, the blacked out heel tab. I think they're pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. And also you've got the addition of the Fragment designed logo scripting they put on the side here, which is kind of similar to what Off-White do. So I hope they do release sometime in the future. I really do hope they release, because these are one of my favorite models anyway when it comes to Jordans, Jordan 3s, 4s, and probably 6s. So I would love to see them. Let's see if they originally drop. Let's see if they hopefully drop sometime soon. Let's hope they drop sometime soon. Next on the list here, let's quickly talk about this. Actually, where is it? There. Let's talk about this. So this is courtesy of Modern Notoriety. It's about the Brooklyn Project's New Balance Numeric 480 High. Now I'm a little bit in a weird position with these, because I don't like that guy Brooklyn Dom. He really kind of rubs me up the wrong way. He seems like a bit of a cunt, so I don't really want to support anything that he does. But these are kind of hard. That's the thing. The owner of the brand is a bit of a cunt, but these shoes are pretty hard. What do you do? What do you do? Brooklyn Project's a New Balance Numeric 480 High heavy metal. Now I personally love them. I think they look super hard, and because they're New Balance and they're the 480s, which are not the most popular model, I would say, they're probably going to be a little bit easier to get, but I do like them in terms of what they look like. You got this nice black upper with this white contrast stitching, white midsole, and you got this clear white outsole here on underneath, which makes it just pop a little bit better for me. And then you've also got what looks like to be denim on this. I think that's denim, or maybe corduroy, maybe it's corduroy or denim, I'm not too sure, but this is really nice addition here on the toe box and somewhere around here on the collar. It's kind of like a mid-high type of shape. I wouldn't say it's all the way high. It probably, yeah, I guess it's a high, because if there's a mid, it will be about here, so definitely is a high. And the model shape itself as well is really nice flat outsole there, so I really do like how it looks. Courtesy of the blurb, Brooklyn Projects and New Balance Numeric have teamed up to release a 480 High inspired by the heavy metal music scene of the 1980s. Let's read a blurb here. In the 80s, New Balance 480 Pride High was the shoe to have in the heavy metal scene, says Brooklyn Project founder Dom DeLuca. I used to go to the Avenue, the flea market once a year, and cop a pair. I would beat the shit out of them in the pit and my BMX bike in the dirt trails. When New Balance Numeric redid the 480, my conversation and persistent asking to do something with that model finally came true after years of wishing. Okay, cool, that's pretty cool. So there's a good story to them. He's got a connection to them. But again, the guy is a bit of an asshole, so I don't know if I want to support. Brooklyn Project's iteration of the 480 numeric high features a combination of the black denim and leather construction. So it is, okay, so it's denim, it's not corduroy. I was right the first time. Matching the uniform with the heavy metal and this thrasher scene of the 80s, also serving as a nod to the song Denim and Leather by the band Saxon. The additional details include the Brooklyn Project's logo embroidered on the back of the heels, contrast with white stitching, co-branded tongue tags. A Friends and Family edition of the collaboration has been teased by Brooklyn Projects. A promo image shared by the brand shows skater Ray Corey wearing a pair constructed with indigo blue suede. Okay, so that, I guess that's a Friend and Family one there then. The Friend and Family is the one that he has there, right? That's actually a really nice color. It's also got, is that an Future shirt? No, that's OJ's. That's a really nice, yeah. So there's a blue colorway that's Friends and Family, and I guess the one that's going to be released to the public is the one here, the 480. It's a really nice shoe. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. Remixed by Brooklyn Projects. Brooklyn Projects band started in 2004 and has grown into one of the world's greatest skate lifestyle brands. Greatest, it's a bit of a stretch. The 480 remix by Brooklyn Projects is crafted with premium leathers, premium materials packed with special details. So yeah, really nice shoe. When's it due to come out? Any release date here? Release date is January 11th, so sometime this week. So yeah, big up those. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Moving on. I need these. And I'm not even a Solomon fan. I'm not even a Salomon fan. I'm not even a fan of fucking Solomons that much, but I fucking need these. End reveals Salomon XT-6 20th anniversary collab, and they are fucking hard. Wow, look at that. Silver, gray, green. That is it like, that's like a clear, isn't it? That's like a translucent. That looks, is that translucent? I don't know if that is. If that is translucent, these are scary good. If it's not, I'm still on it. That tip of the front there looks fucking great. Almost demonic in how good it looks. You got the nice end branding here on the top to kind of differentiate from all the normie ones that resist out there. You got the pull tabs. You got the makeup here of gray. Oh, it looks fucking beautiful. Honestly, I'm all over these. I really like them. Any more pictures yet? We got a couple more pictures here as well, what they look like. Oh, these look so fucking hard. Look at that. Oh, that green that runs through the middle here looks really good. That green ribbon here with the branding, with the logo on it, it looks really cool. Is that reversed? Why is it reversed that way, by the way? Is that almost, okay, cool. It's tonal. So it says end at the top and it says Salomon here at the bottom. It's almost tonal. That looks really nice as well. And then, oh, okay, it's not translucent. It's almost like a forest grassy type of outsole at the bottom, almost like is that printed like grass or something? I'm not sure if that's grass or whatever that may be, or foliage. Either way, it looks really freaking cool. And then you've also got another detail here that looks at the top of the shoe. You got the pull tabs or the pull strings, I guess. Solomon branding here. Would nice if it had a little bit of, if they had the E there and the end E on here, it also embossed. But regardless, it looks really nice. Grey makeup, and also you got the neoprene type of sock thing going on there as well. Situation. I love them. I fucking love them. Maybe if I was being picky, I'd maybe change the pull tab string things to another color. Maybe to make them pop. Maybe I'll do the red, just to make it pop a bit, right? Maybe I'll do them red because it's not got any red on here. But maybe just to add, just to kind of link to this little button here on the underneath, or this little thing on the outsole, I'd maybe have the strings be red. That might look quite hard. Let's read the blurb. In 2005, End founders Christian Ashworth and John Parker opened their first store in Newcastle. The UK-based retailer celebrating 20th anniversary 2025. Right, it's already 25 years. It's already 20 years. I remember when they opened. God damn it. And Salomon's XT-6 20th anniversary features a grey mesh upper paired with a silver overlays, jade green accents then applied to the tongue labels, eyelet stitching, and a marbled out. Oh, it's a marbled outsole. Okay, cool. It's a marble effect. It doesn't look really marbly, and it looks kind of like they took a picture of some grass and then put it into Photoshop and then stretched it. You know, it doesn't really look like marble, but still, I like it. Let's continue. The branding appears at the top of the tongues with additional Salomon's 20th anniversary branding running down the tongue strip. Look for the End X Salomon XT-6 20th anniversary to drop in 2025 exclusively via End and in store and online. Grab a preview below. So yeah, date sometime early 2025. There's probably gonna be a big release with these. I'm assuming they'll probably have a whole thing around the 20th anniversary, probably do other collaborations with other brands, but these are some of my favorites. And I'm not, you know, I've kind of had some hated words to say about what you got Solomons in general, but I really want these, man. These are special. and they're probably not gonna be many made, limited edition, 20th anniversary shit. These are ones to have in your wardrobe, and they kind of go with a lot of things as well. So I'm definitely gonna be trying to get a pair myself, and I don't normally try to enter raffles and shit, but I'm definitely gonna try because these are fucking hard. I'd wear the fucking fuck out of these. These are really fucking nice. So big up End, absolutely killed it with those. You absolutely killed it with those. Moving on, let's quickly talk about Nike sneakers. Nike had a sneakers showcase series, and they're going to spotlight some up and coming styles for 2025. Here they are, here courtesy of Hypebeast. First of all, we've got this women's sportswear collection. We've got the Nike Air Muse. I don't really care about them, they look fucking ugly. Cult Classic collection. You've got a pair of, what you got here? You've got a pair of Agassiz Tech Challenges. You've also got Diamond Turf shoes. I think they worn by, was it Shannon Sharp? Or there's the other guy, I forgot his name, but a footballer that won back in the day. But the Tech Challenges look fucking beautiful. I'm all about Tech Challenges. They look really fucking nice. And to be fair, these will actually make some good gym shoes. Because I'm in this whole like 80s vibe with gym wear, I'm back to wearing just like 100% cotton shirts, 100% cotton gym shorts. I'm not into the whole Gymshark shit, fuck off. I just want to wear like standard like basketball shorts or gym shorts to the gym now. So I think that whole 80s aesthetic that I'm kind of going for, I think I might opt for a pair of Tech Challenges to wear in the gym. And also you got the Diamond Turfs, which are really nice as well. Kind of remind me of the Huaraches with the strap on the front. Really fucking hard. Not mad at them in the slightest. There's also a look at the Field collection. I'm actually curious to see what happens, because I think these will make for really good skate shoes, and I think they're really good shoes to put in your outfit, because these kind of like, this is like what I would think to be the Samba equivalent for Nike. Nike did try to make a Samba version of a shoe. I forgot the name of it. It's the one that they made. He did a collaboration with that company, with this fashion company. I forgot the name of it, but they did try and make a version of a shoe that was tried to compete with the Adidas Samba that had been killing it on the scene, you know, for the last couple of years and shit. But I feel like these particular AstroTurfs will do a better job of competing with the Sambas than what they actually try to do, you know, especially these ones that they're putting out, these Total 90s was back in the day. So in this, you have Nike revisited the Look of Field range from June, detailing additional looks including the Total 93s and the Gatto. The Gatto actually was a skate shoe. I'm pretty sure the Gatto was actually a skate shoe. It was a part of Nike skateboarding. I'm not sure what's happened to it now. Both silhouettes were previewed as returning designs previously, and we know a better idea of what to expect from each. The Total 93 will don a Bordeaux and safety orange and metallic gold. And the Gatto takes place in metallic silver and metallic gold. So these are really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I would wear them. It's kind of crazy because back in the day, funny how things change, right? Back in the day when I was in school, these were the cheapest shoes you could get. So the cheapest shoes you could buy back in the day were AstroTurfs, shoes that you're meant to play football in, right? But they were also football shoes. So if you wore them in school as like your normal trainers, you get cussed out. Like, why don't you have Air Maxes? Why don't you have Air Force Ones? But nowadays, people are now wearing AstroTurfs and boots even. I saw somebody, actually, what did I say somebody? No, I saw a picture of somebody at a rave. I saw a picture of somebody at a rave wearing the Balenciaga kit, the one that's like neon green, the Balenciaga jersey with the shorts, and also wearing the Balenciaga football studs, the football boots, in a club. So that's become a thing now. People go into clubs wearing football boots. But back in the day, if you wore football boots or football trainers in school, people basically called you a tramp. It's crazy how things come back around. So these are really nice, I think, in general, just to wear. The Total 90s, got gum outsole here on one of them with the orange makeup. But my favorite one is definitely the Gatto. That's my favorite one. The Gatto is definitely my favorite one. I think it's probably a little bit easier to wear than the Total 90. The Total 90 looks more like a football shoe. It's got those laces kind of twisted to the side to give you more surface area to strike the ball. When I see these, it reminds you of Wayne Rooney. It reminds you of Wesley Sneijder. Do you know what I mean? That's the first people that come to mind when I see these fucking shoes. But I think the Gatto will be a lot easier to wear. Like, these could easily be a fucking Grace Wells Bonner fucking collab. Do you know what I mean? The silver pair exactly here. They look pretty cool. I really like them. I'm not mad at them in the slightest, so I'll definitely be trying to get a pair of them. You've also got the return of the fucking Paul Rodriguez one, which are crazy classic and what you got Nike SB shoe. Not too sure if he had the first pro model for SB. I don't think it was, but in general, Paul Rodriguez was a fucking pioneer, so it's good to see his shoe returning back. There's also going to be an outdoors collection here that features some aqua shoes as well, which I'm not really too fond of. And then we got the Air Max collection. Look what's coming back, bruh. Look at what's coming back in the Air Max collection. The neon Air Max 95s. Hallelujah. I've been trying to get a pair of these on Vinted, on eBay for the longest time. Some of them that I find, I'm not too sure if they're real. Some of them that I find are too expensive. Some of them I find are too battered. I'm gonna buy at least 3 pairs. I ran through my previous ones. I used to wear them all the time. I had like 2 pairs when I bought, I think, well, wherever the last retro was, I forgot what year it was, or maybe it was 2020 or 19. Those are the retro that came out recently that I purchased, that I wore to fucking death. I can't wait to get them again. MX95 is one of my favorite Air Maxes of all time. I fucking love them. They're so fucking good. So yeah, can't wait for those to come back. MX95, and I think it's actually the 40th anniversary, isn't it? Or something. I think this is the anniversary when it comes to Air Max 95, so that would be good to check out. Then you got obviously the Air Max Plus in blue, which again, I've never been the biggest fan of TNs, I'm not gonna lie. TNs aren't really my thing. I don't really fuck with TNs, I don't really care for TNs, but I know people love them. You got another shoe here, I don't know the name of that one, and then you've got an Air Max 1 that's also coming out in the purple color, which is a bit shit personally for me. And that's it there in the collection. So the ones I'm looking for the most are definitely the Air Max 95 neons. Then also, I wouldn't mind a pair of the Gatos. I wouldn't mind a pair of Tech Challenges, and that's basically it coming forward when it comes to the Nike 2025 sneaker styles that are about to drop. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Anyways, my friends, that is it for now. That has been the Agostinho Zinga Show episode number 855. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to have your company as per usual. If you are a first-time listener, links to everything about me are in the description. There will also be timestamps added after the show, so you can kind of click through and see what bits you want to listen to and what you don't want to listen to. For those of you listening via the audio podcast, you will hear my tune of the day. My tune of the day is by none other than Lil Baby. He's got an album that he just released the other day called Wham, and I personally think it's a pretty decent effort, especially considering some of the other lackluster efforts he's put out recently. I think this is quite a refreshing album from him. It's not too long, 40 minutes or so long, and I think he did a good job of reintroducing himself again, personally. Was it stellar? Probably not, but it still did a good job to lay the foundations for the next album that's probably dropping soon. My favorite song from the album is called Say Twin. I think it's like track 10 or something on the actual album itself. Is it track 10? Let me see here. I think it's track. I don't know why I love remembering the names of fucking album names and tracks and shit, but it's something that I do here. So the track on the title is track 11. Sorry, on the album Wham, my favorite one. So you'll be listening to that in the outro underneath my voice. Big up Lil Baby. Album Wham is available now on all digital streaming platforms and shit. And for those of you who are watching this live, I'll be doing the random show straight after, so hop onto the random show and we'll obviously get over with that one. But for everybody else, thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care.